Hello friends, welcome to Shiksharthi. In this video, we shall be talking about cubes of double-digit numbers. Now while we'll be talking about the cubes of double-digit numbers, we will try and associate this with something that we would have already done in the earlier videos. Yeah? So, let's see. So in this session also, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to divide this session again into three parts, and there is a reason why I divide all the session in three parts. It's just because I start off the discussion with the basic method. Now when I'm talking about calculations, I would talk about the basic method is the mother method. The mother method is the method because of which I need not learn special methods. And I can target any and every question with the help of mother method only, mind it. Then we take it to a next level. When we are taking it to a next level, then we are talking about concepts. Wherein we are building up the mother method with the help of concepts, and then we'll be practicing those concepts with the help of some examples with an eye only on accuracy. So we'll be focusing only on accuracy. Why I'm insisting on the word only on accuracy as of now? It's not that we will not be talking about speed, but as the powers increase, when we talk about powers, AB square was relatively easier to find out. So then we can talk about both speed and accuracy. I am not saying that here we should not talk about speed and accuracy, but here the basic objective should be to learn the method and then associate it with some other things that we need to know. Right? Okay. So I hope if you relate, in my earlier videos also, I have been trying to tell you how much is a plus b whole square, ab whole square, and so on. So if I am finding out, I am imagining here, I am taking a double digit number as ab. Now a can take any values from 1 to 9, but b can take any values from 0 to 9, which is why I call it as a double digit number. I'll repeat. I can take the values of a, any value from 1 to a 9, and at the same time I can take any value of b from a 0 to 9, right? Which is why it makes this number as a double digit number. Okay. So what is the minimum number that I can take here? Naturally I could have taken a 10, but 10 becomes highly a special number, so I am taking a non-special number, and the non-special number that I am taking here is 11. So here you need to understand the value of a that I have taken here is 1. And the value of b that I have taken here is 1 again. Now what is the formula? The formula says ab whole cube is nothing but a cube followed by 3a square b followed by 3ab square followed by b cube. So you will see that this becomes one of the easier examples. Why? Because 1 cube is a 1, right? Followed by 3 into 1 square into 1, which is 3 only, followed by 3 into 1 into 1 square, which is 3 again, followed by 1 cube, which is a 1. Okay. Similarly, I take a bigger example. So I've discussed the basic method. This is the mother method, because of which only I'll be finding out the cubes. I don't require any special method. I repeat. I've been repeating this in all my sessions. I will repeat it again. I do not require any special method wherein it should be closest to 100 or a power of 10, or it should be closest to 5 or maybe a power of 5. We need not take special examples. If I merely know this formula, I can calculate any cube that comes across you. Okay. So now here I need, if somebody asks me to calculate the value of 32 cube, all I need to understand here is I will take the value of a as 3. Similarly, I'll take the value of b as 2. And then what do I need to do? I just need to apply this formula, the mother method. So as discussed in the earlier videos, you need to remember certain things, and here you just need to remember one formula, and that is applicable to any and every question. Okay, so now 3 cube makes it what? 27. 27 has to be written as such, as discussed in the earlier videos. We'll be following the same subscript theory, wherein this is the engine of the train in which the answer has to be written as such, followed by first coach, second coach, third coach, in which the answers have to be written in the subscript format. If you're not sure about the subscript format, please watch all the earlier videos on calculations before you come down to this. Okay, so coming back. So 3 cube is a 27. We write it down as such, followed by, forget this 3 for the time being. First calculate a square b. I repeat, your focus should be only on a square b, ab square. Once you get this answer, then you multiply it by a 3. It becomes easier. So a square is just like saying 9 into 2, 18, 18 into 3, 54. Has to be written in the subscript format. Similarly, AB square, so 3 into 2 square, which is 12 into 3, which makes it a 36, followed by a 2 cube, which is 8. Okay. For the final answer, you know that you are supposed to move from the right hand side to the left hand side. Yeah. When we do this, this comes out to be 8. This 6 comes down as such. 4 plus 3 is a 7. 5 plus 27 is a 32. Now, you have a method to check whether this answer is correct or not, which have been discussed in all my, majorly in all my previous videos. So, can I find out the digital root of 32? Digital root is just keep on adding the digits till the time you get a single digit number. So, how much is 3 plus 2? 5, right? How much is 5 cube? 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into 5 is 125. Now 125, if I add the digits, I should get an 8. So the digital root of 32 cube is an 8. So now this should match with the right hand side, the answer's digital root. So let's check the digital root of the answer that we have got here, which is 8 plus 6 is a 14. 14 plus 7 is a 21. 21 plus another 5 makes it how much? 26. 26, 2 plus 6 gives me an 8. The answer, this answer should be correct. As advised, practice calculations every day for half an hour at least. And I bet on this, you will definitely improve one day. Moving on to the next concept. So we all are aware of the fact that 1 cube. So I have taken single digit numbers. Here we started off with double digit cubes. Now I am taking only single digit numbers. So I am scaling it down. So as discussed in the earlier videos also, I can always scale up or I can scale down. The choice is yours. So I am taking a single digit number and then finding out the cube of that number. When I do so, there is some observation that I have. So I'm going to talk about 2 observations. Now for those 2 observations, I have used 2 different colors. One is the red color that I have used and the other color that I have used here is black. Let's see which observations am I talking about, and am I talking about something that I have done in my previous video? Maybe yes. Wherein I talked about that we'll be talking about this thing when we talk about the cubes. So please don't take it as a puzzle. Find out in which video did I talk about this, wherein I'll be talking about cubes and maybe some concept. Okay, so coming back, what is your observation? So I'll first talk about the red colored observation. So the red colored observation here is 1 was the units digit here, its cube also gave me the same digit. Let's first talk about the tick marks. So 4 was the units digit here. 4 cube should give me a 4 in the units place here also, which it gave. Same for 5, same for 6, same for 9, same for 0 cube gives me a 0 in the units place. But the ones that I have marked with a cross, they are not giving you the same digit in the units place. For example, I know if I take 2 is the units digit, 2 cube will give me an 8. Similarly, 3 cube will give me a 7 in the units place. Similarly, 7 cube will give me a 3. Right? 8 cube will give me a 2. Now, without looking at this, I can talk about these cases where I have crossed. Here we will be talking about, these are those numbers which had 2, 3, 7 or 8 in the units place, will give what? Will give a number, the cube of these will give you a number which when added to that should give me a 10. I repeat, 2 cube should be such that 2 plus 8 is a 10. 3 cube should give me such number in the units place which should add up to a 10, which is 7. 7 cube should give me what? 3 in the units place. Analogously, 8 cube should give me what? 2 in the units place. So this is the concept. We started with basics. We are building up the concepts now. Next thing to be observed, which is with the help of black ink. Okay. So a cube, let's say the number AB, if it had n digits, its cube will give me what? Either 3n digits or 3n minus 1 or 3n minus 2. So let us say if I had taken a single digit number, it should either give me 3 digits. I mean, this is just like saying A had n digits. So let's say we are talking about what? These A cases are what? Let's start off with case C. These are all those cases wherein the original number that I had taken had only 1 digit, but its cube gave me 3 digits. So it is just like saying 1 digit in the original number, cube of that gives me 3 digits, which is just like saying 3 into 1, 3n. Then B are those cases wherein we took a number which had only 1 digit, but its cube gave me how many digits? 2 digits, which is just like saying 3 minus 1. Had there been n digits here, it will give me 3n minus 1 digits. Similarly, the final case, A cases. These A cases are all those cases wherein the original number, for example 2, 1 and so on. So these cases we are talking about wherein the original number had only 1 digit and its cube also gave me only 1 digit. Okay, which is just like saying 3 minus 2. So had this number had n digits, the total number, the minimum number of digits that you can get here are 3n minus 2. Oh, so we'll just practice this with the help of some examples which I have given on the other side, which is application stage. So we'll come back to this in few minutes, wherein we'll talk about this also, we'll talk about these red colored things also and the black colored things also. We'll talk about both of them here in the application stage. As of now, we are just building up our concepts. Okay, please relate AB cube is nothing but A plus B whole cube only, but this order is very important. So you have to write down A plus B whole cube in the same order. So had I known this or I had known this, I can complement these. I can complement them. Similarly, trying to associate this thing with the earlier videos, we know that I can take a product of 2 numbers. I can take a product of 3 numbers. I can take a product of 4 numbers. Taking it to a higher level, I can say a product of numbers is basically formed with the help of 2 numbers with mathematical operator like multiplication. So what is the minimum number of numbers that you require for a product? 2 numbers is what we are talking about. So if I talk about a cube, either I can write it as the same number multiplied 3 times, right? So let's say if I talk about 8, I can write it as 8 into 1, which is this case I am talking about. Or I can write it as 2 into 4, which is just like saying 2 square into 2, this case I am talking about. Or I can write it as 2 into 2 into 2. This is what I have discussed here. This is the concept. I am just giving you, I am throwing some light on this concept with the help of some examples, accurate examples. And you need not take big examples. You can just prove things with the help of very small examples. This is what I have been talking about in all my videos, so that maths phobia vanishes as early as possible. Right? Okay, coming down to the final stage, we'll practice few of these examples and let us see the red inked things and the black inked things. We'll be discussing them both simultaneously with the help of the formula. So we know the formula now. We need not see the formula again and again. All you can do here is you can write down the extremities first when you start with. You can always start off with the extremities. How much is 2 cube? 8. How much is 3 cube? 3 into 3 into 3. 27. Then I said the next you know that the first coach here is A square B. So how much is 2 square? 4 into 3. 12. 12 into 3. 36. Similarly, 2 into 3 square, which is an 18, right? 18 into 3 is 54. That means the final answer that I should get here is what? 7, 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 5, 11. This becomes 4. Do I need to mug up the cubes? No, not at all. Mugging does not comfort. On the contrary, it puts you to a discomfort. I'll keep on saying this. Okay, let me find out this cube. Do I need a special method for this? Do I have a special method? Yes. Whether it is special or non-special, the method is this only. Right? So, let's see. How much is 3 cube? As advised, fill the extremities first. How much is 5 cube? 1 to 5. I hope you know how to write this in the subscript format by now, after watching all my videos. Next, 3 square into 5, which is just like saying 9 into 5 is how much? 45. 45 into 3 is 135. Then 3 into 5 square, which is 25. 25 into 3 is 75. 75 into 3, 2 to 5. So this 5 comes down as such. 12 plus 5 is a 17. 1 gets carried here. 23, 28. This becomes 15, 42. Before we go ahead, let us observe few things. Or let us take one more example before we go ahead. Let us take a difficult one. We took the easiest one among these, and now we are taking the difficult one among these. Mark the word among being used as discussed in one of the videos. So how much is 9 cube? 729. Fill the extremities first. Yeah. Now 729 into a 3. Why do I say this? Because the next thing that you are supposed to do here is 9 square into 9. Again 9 into 9 square, which is just like saying 9 cube only. So how much is 9 cube? We already know is 729 into 3. So how do I write it? So 72 plus 7 is 79. 7 gets carried here. It is just like saying 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 and 218 makes it 232. So this is just like saying 241. So when I add 241 to this, how much do I get? So we have taken fair enough examples here. There are so many examples that we had taken, so time to assimilate all these examples. First, we need to check whether this answer is correct or not. This should be correct. Why? Because the time when I was calculating, I checked the answer as well. Oh, is this possible? Yes. So can I get the cube of a double digit number within 10 seconds and check my answer also? Of course. Less than 10 seconds? Yes. How? Practice it every day for half an hour at least, maybe 1 hour. And after 1 to 1.5 months, you yourself would say that, hey, I am taking around 7 seconds. Hey, I mentioned seconds, not minutes. Right? Okay, so let's see whether the answers here are correct or not. So how much is 2 plus 3? 5. How much is 5 cube? 125. 125 should give me an 8 as discussed earlier. So the digital root of 23 cube is an 8. Am I getting an 8 here? Let us check out. 7 plus 6, 13. 13, 14. 14, 16. 17. 17 means 1 plus 7. The answer should be correct. How much is 5 plus 3? 8. How much is 8 cube? 5 and 2. What are the digital roots of 5, 2 and 1? 8 itself, because 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Am I getting an 8 here? Let us check out. 12, 20. 12, 8, 20, 22, 26. 26 means what? 2 plus 6, 8. The answer should be correct. Same here. The final thing for this session. Let us check the number of digits. So I know if I am taking a 2-digit number, a 2-digit number is just like saying what are the maximum number of digits that I can get? 3 into 2, 6 digits. 6 minus 1, 5 digits. 6 minus 2, 4 digits is what I have written. So let us see in this case what is the count of digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What about the case wherein the cube of a number gave me 4 digits? This. Right? So practice as much as you can. If you think that we discussed something today which you never knew it and it comes to you as an enlightenment and it is really knowledgeable, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. If you have already done so, please encourage others to do it. Thank you so much. Until next time we meet, goodbye.